Hello, this is Ina from Books and Boy Bands, and we are finally back with another reading video. Today, you will be joining me on a reading vlog where we will be featuring some cozy mysteries. So lately, I've been in the mood for some cozy mysteries, but there are so many options to choose from, and I've been a little confused because many of them have multiple installments, some even going up to 30 books published already. So it's a really hard thing to choose when they all sound so good, especially with their puns. So earlier this week, I decided to narrow it down to 4 different series, and since I really can't choose which one to go with first, I decided to do a wheel of names. And the first winner we have is Sprinkle with Murder. So this is the first book in A Cupcake Bakery Mystery by Jenn Finlay. So I don't really know much about this book. I just know that there are already 15 or 16 books published, and there is another installment coming in the year for this series. I've been really into cozy mysteries because I just love how they are set in a small town, how the crimes are not as gory or intense as they are, though this one is dealing with murder. It's discussed differently, and they often feature some fun animal companions or food, which I'm also in the mood for. Recently, I just finished reading book 2 and 3 of Tita Rosie's Kitchen Cozy Mystery, and I've been itching for some more. So yeah, today I'll start with probably reading 30 minutes of Sprinkle with Murder, and if I can stretch it out, I'll do it an hour, and I'll give you an update after.
Somewhere in Bishop, I don't care. I don't wanna know what the world outside is doing.
So I'm back after 30 minutes, and I have planted one sokjin in my forest app for 30 minutes of reading. I was able to read 75 pages, or I was able to reach 34% of the book and finish 7 chapters of Sprinkle with Murder. We're gonna start chapter 8 later. I have to get back to work, but I'm here to give you an update and talk a little bit about what the book is about. So, Sprinkle with Murder is tells the story of this new cupcake bakery established by Angie and Mel. I think Mel is our main character and Angie is her close friend. We also have another business partner named Tate, who I think is on the financing side of the business. And Tate is getting married soon to Christy, and Christy is not really someone that Angie and Mel is comfortable with. They are actually not friends with her, and they don't think that she is a perfect girl for Tate. Um, it's a kind of weird thing. Even Mel's mom thinks that she is a better person for Tate instead of that, but Mel is insisting that she only sees him as a friend. So Christy has this nearly impossible order of, so they are getting married soon, and Christy was ordering 500 cupcakes for the wedding. It's a doable thing, 5 flavors for 500 cupcakes, but she has an odd request wherein she wants Angie and Mel to deliver 500 cupcakes in 5 flavors that haven't been sold in the shop before, and she wants full credit for those flavors and that they will not be and no one can use them again, no one can order them again aside, and it's gonna be, and she wants to put it like in legal writing. So um Mel feels a little bit off because of course it's her creativity, it's her life's work, and what if they are the best flavors she creates and somebody, gets the credit for it? So she's feeling more icky about this Christy girl. And so we go to the point of what I found, like in the summary of the book, the sprinkle with murder, the murder we're talking about in the book, wherein I think Mel called Christy. Oh, wait. Christy called Mel to have a talk about the cupcakes, and she went to her office. She's a fashion designer, and instead of seeing Christy um, and talking things up with her, she sees a sprawled body, doesn't have a pulse anymore. She found Christy dead in her shop. So I ended the I ended my reading at the point where they have found out that there was foul play, and there would be an autopsy for the body. And unfortunately, since um, Mel was the one who discovered the body, and Christy was found dead after consuming one of her cupcakes, she kind of becomes suspect number one in this case. And then other people also, of course, will suspect that Tate would be the one to do it, because it's always the husband, it's always the wife, it's always the fiance, I guess. So I'm pretty curious about where this book will lead us, but so far it has the quirky things that you usually find in cozy mysteries. Like there is a dog called Puddles, and there's also this quirky thing they have with old movies. This friend group, Angie, Mel, and Tate. So they have this movie night together, and they have a lot of old movie references that some I know, some I don't, but I think movie fans will have a fun time. And I think another quirky thing, of course, is the cupcakes. We talk about flavors, and I see at the table of contents that there are recipes found at the end of this book if you want to try out the cupcakes for yourself. So there's our first update for this reading vlog. I think I'll be able to finish this book later on today, so I'm very, very excited about that. I'll give you another update after we finish reading Sprinkle with Murder.
'Cause it's just you and me intertwined.
I'm back, and this is a very bare version of me. I've been sweating bullets. It's super, super hot here in the Philippines right now. So bear with me for wearing like my most comfy clothes ever and having this throw to cover me. But yeah, I'm back to give you an update. I finally finished reading Sprinkle with Murder by John McKinley. And though I had high hopes and I was in the mood for a cozy mystery, I'm giving this one a 3 stars. I think it was just okay. There's nothing memorable about it, though I am happy that I got to know the characters. I'm not sure if I got really attached to them that I'm willing to read the rest of the series. But yeah, Sprinkle with Murder, without spoiling anything, is about 3 friends who are business partners opening up a cupcake bakery on their small town. That's not really a small town, but has small town vibes. Unfortunately, one of the guys, Tate's fiance, passed away. And though there are many suspects across the town because this fiance, this bride to be, is a bridezilla, nobody really liked her. She kind of blackmails, and she's the type to blackmail, charge for herself and all that. So people didn't really like her, even these 2 best friends of the groom to be. So our main character, Mel, is one of the suspects, but so are many other people. So what she needs to do is to find out for herself who might have done this murder to save her reputation, the reputation of her store, and of course her friendship with Tate and Angie, the other co-owner of this cupcake bakery. And I wasn't expecting the love triangle, love square, love foreshadowing. This is giving probably setting up the scene for the next books. I also wasn't really a fan of how our main character really had, I think she had a lot of body image issues for herself, and she's kind of projecting it as well to other people, which is, not something we'd be needing in the year of 2024. I also have a lot of like personal body um I also had some body issues before, which made me really icky about reading it because I don't want to get into that headspace again. But mystery wise, Mr. Wise, I think it is a good whodunit, and I'm sure that many people would like this one. I didn't really guess who the culprit was, but I think it's mainly because I wasn't as invested as I would have liked to be. This is also fairly short, just 233 pages, so it would be a good option for those on the look for a quick, cozy mystery read. Now, let's go ahead and go back to my wheel of names to choose the next book we'll be reading for this vlog. And though I was originally hoping to read 4 books for this reading vlog, I might just settle for 3 so that I could do another reading vlog for the weekend, and finally touch my physical TBR. So let's go. Okay, so guys, I just now pulled up my wheel of names. We have 3 books remaining, but I did multiple entries for each one we have so that I can play around, I guess, with the statistics. So I'm just doing a little bit of shuffling here. Now let's spin. Oh, okay. So we're switching to physical books. This time we have one for the money. So originally I wanted to place a hold for Janet Evanovich first Stephanie Plum novel, One for the Money, on my Libby, but it has a really really long hold time. And I was a little sad that I won't be able to include this book in this reading vlog. But when I was cleaning out my shelves, I just realized I did buy this one from a thrift store many many years ago, hoping that I'll get to collect all the books in the Stephanie Plum series. I think I have books 1 to 3 for this one, even though I don't know anything about the book. But just as you're at the back, read the dynamite blockbuster that started it all. One fine mess, one false move, one for the money. So I don't want to know what's in store for me in this book. I just want to enter it blindly. But what I do know is that this one is a funny, funny read. So I'm very excited about this one. I've got really, really high hopes. So yeah, I have some work to do. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to start this one tonight. But here's hoping.
Intertwined thread one. It's the only poison strong enough to convince me that this is real. Somewhere we've never been, stuck on a mountain down in Sheffield, running for the bus again. Maybe we'll just stay here. Coffee sucks, but I've not thought about leaving yet. You can quit that job you hate.
Friends, so it's Saturday, and it turns out that this vlog is running through this weekend because life is lifing, and I wasn't really able to have the chance to read more books because of work, of course, and other responsibilities. But that's okay. We're not on a rush. We are actually very, very much ahead of our reading challenge. So I don't want myself to be pressured anymore by no other than myself. So anyway, I'm just here to give you an update. So this is the second book thus far in our mystery, cozy mystery. I don't think this one's a cozy mystery, but mysteries with long series reading vlog. This is the second book, and yesterday was just at the first chapter, page 20. And then my sister and I went to this cafe, and we decided that we're gonna read there and talk a bit. But it turns out that we wanted to chat for a bit. So, but I did read, I think, another 20 pages in the cafe, and did quite a bit last night after work. So now we are at chapter 5, page 89 of this book. And so far, what we've learned is that our main character, Stephanie Plum, she is in the bit of the trench. She is currently struggling. She lost her job, and her car would be like taken by the bank because she hasn't been making payments. So she really has to find a job. And when she was talking about it with her parents, they suggested that they apply as like an admin person in her cousin Vinny's job place. And when she went there, it turns out that the position has already been filled, but she was asking her cousin if there are any positions available for her. And what was available is typically what you can call a bounty hunter. It's a very fairly dangerous job because it's for people who cannot post their bail. So they talk about bonds, and some of them aren't able to pay off the bonds. So she has to find those people, and she will get a commission based on, I think, the bail or the bond. I don't know the term. So just that. And um, basically, that's it so far. There's a lot of action. She's been encountering different people. There are many, many characters in the book. I don't know. I'm feeling very lukewarm about this. All this time, ever since I was young and I've been seeing these titles, especially since I love going to thrift stores. For some reason, this is not taking my attention so far, but let's see. Again, we're at chapter 5, and hopefully, I'll be finishing this one today. Bye.
We've still got tomorrow. We can change our mind. Everybody wondering the hell we went this time. Maybe this is dreaming. Maybe I'm just blind. We can run forever. Maybe we stuck on a mountain down in Sheffield, running for the bus again. Maybe we'll just stay here. The coffee sucks, but I've not thought about leaving yet.
Hello, friends. So I have just finished filming the April DBR video, and I'm just here to update you on this failed reading challenge. So um, I ended March with a little bit of a disappointing note. I did finish reading this One for the Money by Janet Evanovich, and um, the Diva runs out of time. Um, for this cozy mystery reading vlog, I did finish reading 3 books, and I wasn't expecting it, but it ends up that the first book, the 3-star one, was actually the best one in the series. So I do see this video as a failure because I really didn't like any of these books. I've been contemplating not continuing filming my thoughts on the books because I just didn't really like them, especially this one. And I think it's because this book didn't age well. So yeah, this book was published 1994, a year after I was born, and the jokes, some of the lines here aren't, I guess, politically correct, and they are borderline offensive, especially on this day and age. I don't like the humor. I don't like the characters. I love seeing the Italian American culture, but aside from that, this book didn't really give me anything. I wasn't invested in Stephanie Plum's life, and I'm not really interested in going further into reading the series. So this one would be donated probably. And the other book, the uh the Diva Runs Out of Time, is first book in another series. I think it's the Domestic Diva series, and I did love all the tips, the recipes that was provided in the book. The story was so-so. It's not terrible at all, but it was just okay. I didn't also get attached to the characters. I don't know if it's a me problem right now or if it's a book problem, but there were a lot of murders throughout this book, and of course with cozy mysteries it's rather taken lightly. And this is a glimpse on our main character, her ex-husband, and her ex-husband's current girlfriend, and how they have this weird dynamic with their families, of course, because of a new, like, blended family situation, and competitions in a small town, and competitions also with them, with their weird dynamic with their families. I think there's a target market for this book, and unfortunately, I'm not the target market yet. But yeah, so far I feel like I failed with finding the right cozy mystery for me. I'm sure I'll be able to find one because I've been enjoying Rosie's Kitchen Mystery by Mia P. Manansala. I don't know if it's because I'm Filipino and I can relate well with that, but yeah, I guess for this time, it's an end on this cozy mystery challenge, and I'm not going to continue on any of these series, and I'm still on the hunt for some. So if you have suggestions, please do leave them in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!
The hell